is Jenna with Stampin' Around the Clock. I hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend. We did. We went traveling up north and got to spend the weekend with my dad and stepmother. They live about 5 miles from UW Stout, so kind of north of Eau Claire, up in that area. So it's always a beautiful drive and, you know, kind of fun to get away and do something different. Tonight we are going to make this birthday card. This was the card that one of the cards we made in class last week. And we're going to use the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set with the Stamparatus tonight. So let's get started. Hi Mary, thanks for joining me. So I have a piece of cardstock that measures 5 1/4 by 4, and I am going to just lay this on my paper, or on my Stamparatus. We're going to take out the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set. This is one piece, but if you're not a fan of one piece, or you love the butterflies as much as I do, you can buy a second one, and you can actually cut all these little pieces, and you can cut out those butterflies. It has a matching die that you can use to cut them out, but then you would have the individual butterflies as well. So we will do something with that next week. So I want to stamp my background using the butterflies. I'm not real particular about how the butterflies are going to be laid. So I just, you know, want them on there. So we are going to just lay our stamp on the paper, bring down our plate from our Stamparatus, give it a nice little massage, and it's going to come up on our plate here. Okay? I'm going to use, because we're going to color in one of the butterflies, you can see that here, we're coloring in one of the butterflies with the blends. I'm going to use our Memento ink and ink up our butterfly. Hi Renee, thanks for joining me tonight. So we're just going to ink this up really good. Make sure you get in all those little grooves. And kind of, in this particular case, you could kind of rub the ink pad on the stamp. Let's set that aside, and then we're just going to, so the Stamparatus comes with magnets. In this particular case, I'm not using it because it won't give me a full image with the magnet. So I'm just going to hope that I don't move it too much. And what you can do is actually tape it down with washi tape, which is what I should have done. But we are going to give it a good massage and be very happy with the way our butterfly ended up. Okay, so here I could have done a little bit more ink, maybe a little more pressing. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we're going to take this off and we're going to move our Stamparatus aside. Later I'll just use my chamois to clean that and it'll be nice and easy. We are going to use our Soft Succulent blends to color in one of the butterflies. Doesn't matter which one. I just happen to choose this one. So I'm going to do the bottom in the dark. Okay. And again, the reason we used our Memento as opposed to our StazOn is because the StazOn will actually bleed with the alcohol markers. So always try to use the Memento when you use your Stampin' Blends. or any other kind of alcohol marker you may have. Color in the body. Alright, then I'm going to come back with my light soft succulent blend, and I'm going to do the top half of our butterfly. So the soft succulent is one of the 5 new in colors that became available with this new catalog. So if you love this color as much as I do, you'll want to stock up on that cardstock and the ribbons. Oops. Oh, and I don't have my color lifter. That's okay, because we are actually going to cover this sheet anyway. So, alright, so in colors, as you probably know, are all good for 2 years. So the soft succulent will be around for 2 years. Alright. Hi Chris, thanks for joining us tonight. So this is our stamped image. We're going to actually adhere it to this sheet of soft succulent cardstock. It is measured 5 1/4 by 4, which means I told you the wrong measurements on the basic white. The basic white with the butterflies is actually 3 3/4 by 5. So now I have a piece of vellum, and this measures the same as our soft succulent. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of adhesive across the top and the bottom, maybe. Excuse me. And we're going to adhere this right over the top of our cardstock. Okay? Now I have 2 spools of ribbon, one in the soft succulent and one in the evening evergreen. And we are going to put a bow on our card. I'm just going to cut that just a little bit longer than our card base. And a little bit of glue. Oh, I got a tickle. Alright, now I'll just fold that over. And I'm going to use a small piece of our soft succulent to tie the knot. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to trim that just a little bit. And then we have a very pretty bow in multiple colors. I have a sheet of basic black, which measures 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. And I do not have my bond folder. We're going to glue that onto our card base. And then we need to do our greeting. So for our greeting, I used one of the dies from the Fine Art Floral, and I'm actually just using a scrap piece of paper, and I will run this through our mini Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. So I have found that with using my mini, I am actually using up more of the scraps that I would normally have thrown away. So that's always a bonus if you ask me. I'm just going to run that through real quick. And then for the greeting, I actually used the Happy Birthday from the Hey Birthday Chick set. And I have that here. And we are going to ink that up with the Soft Succulent ink. Straight. I always like to do a couple of tests just to make sure. Looks like I've got a little bit of ink on the edge. Much better. All right. So we're going to stamp our greeting. Perfect. And then I used the black matte dots, which have carried over into the annual catalog. And we are going to put those on either side of our greeting. And then I have some mini dimensionals that we will use to adhere it to our card. So just a reminder, the joining special is still going on. That goes on until May 31st. Everyone who joins our team will choose $155 in product and only pay $99 plus tax. So shipping is free and you get all that extra product. Also, if you place an order or you gather up a couple of orders with your friends and they total $250, you get an additional $25 in Stampin' Rewards. So definitely take a look at those two benefits. And this is our card tonight. So I hope that you enjoy that, and I hope that you guys all have a great week. I will be live again on Tuesday at 11, and then again this is the last week of the month, so Friday night will be our Paper Pumpkin Facebook Live. We'll be doing the Batter Up set that was available, and I'll be live again on Sunday. So as always, if you need anything or have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great week. Bye-bye.